What's going on? I'll address it right away. I'm tall. Okay. Weirdly, uncomfortably tall. 6'7". People always ask how tall my parents are. Like I didn't just work hard. Very offensive. I grew up in a Catholic family in the tri-state area, and I'm starting to realize now that the first people I ever saw try to do live comedy in front of a crowd were priests. That's a weird intro to stand-up comedy, right? Because it's almost like they were trying to make the rest of the Mass as boring as it could possibly be, except for that one little joke that they'd sneak in. And you could tell it's like the only joy in their weird, sexless lives. They have one little joke that they throw in. The book of Matthew tells us that God is everywhere. He's with our friends and with our enemies and even with the Jets. So psyched. Next week. A lot of my friends are getting married these days. That's been happening, but that should be happening, right? Like I'm in my late teens. No reason why that shouldn't be happening. But the people I hate, they got married years ago. I don't know what it is about awful people, but they find each other. They're super compatible. Now I'm seeing their social media posts about their awful children that they've produced. It's like, oh, we were torn between the name Kirsten and Kristen for our baby daughter, but we love our baby Crustin. Crustin is pretty sick. I don't know. I don't care about people's relationships. They're boring. Who cares? First dates are boring. There's all this pressure to keep the conversation moving, too. Like, you have to keep asking questions to move the conversation along. Eventually, I just run out of questions. Oh, you're from Denver? What's 6 times 8? I don't know, some women are attracted to intelligence, and I find that very anti-disestablishmentarianism. My parents have been together a long time. They're becoming old people now. That's what they're doing. I'm worried about them out there on the roads, because they live near this really complicated intersection, and it doesn't have any lights. It just has yield signs. Let's be honest, yield signs are the substitute teachers of the road. You've seen them out there with just no authority. Hey, come on, you gotta stop. Come on. Just a stop sign you get to disrespect. I miss driving now that I live in New York. I relish the chance every time I get it. I was driving a couple weeks ago and I was stuck in traffic behind a car that had 2 bumper stickers on it. One of them said, "Gas, grass, or ass, nobody rides for free." Very cool. But the second one is the one that bothered me. This bumper sticker said, "Baby on board." You know the rules, little buddy. Which is it? I hope it's grass. It'd be cool if a baby had a bunch of weed. But I'm a big pedestrian now. That's my speed. I walk around New York all the time, all day long. I like taking in the sights and just seeing the city. But every now and then, I'll be walking around New York and I'll see someone where it's like, I get it. You have money. Stop shaking your cup full of coins at me. So unnecessary. Can't blame them though. Like, New York is a city that people move to get rich. You move here to make a buck, and I'm no different. Like, I moved here for an office job. I never got comfortable at my office job in finance because there were just weird things that would happen. Like, I had a janitor in my office who used to call me boss. That's weird, right? Because I asked him to call me big boy. Just wish people would do their jobs. I had a coworker in my office job who used to, she was from Staten Island, and she told me that when she was growing up in Staten Island that she was a Girl Scout, and that shouldn't be happening. Staten Island Girl Scouts, that's a terrorist organization. Today we're going to learn how to identify poison ivy and bitches who think they're better than you. Trying to get out of the city, trying to see the world a little bit more. I'm thinking of going to Australia this summer, because I've heard Australia is basically America, but with free healthcare. Good, right? You know, that's how it should be. Like, nobody should have to pay a dime to get bad news from a doctor with that accent. It's a waste of a goofy accent. Doc, am I going to be okay? No! No, you got tumors. I got tumors, I'm afraid. Trying to see more of the world, but what's the thing that you use when you're in a new city figuring out what you're going to do? Like Google reviews, right? Everything has a rating out of 5 stars on Google reviews. You know what has 4.4 stars on Google reviews? The Great Wall of China. Bit of a slap in the face to those ancient laborers. Just toiled in the hot sun carrying heavy stones to the top of a mountain range. They meticulously built this wall, and it's been torn down by invaders and rebuilt and stood in the face of erosion and pollution for generations, and millions of people have come from around the world and seen the Great Wall of China and have said in one clear collective voice, B+. It's fine as far as Great Walls go. It's not bad. For reference, you know what has 4.3 stars on Google reviews? The Carrabba's Italian Grill in Brandon, Florida. Legally speaking, almost as good as the Great Wall of China. It's like right there. We live in a weird time period. Books are stupid now. Anyone notice this? Books are dumb. They used to be a smart people thing. And now it's like you hear someone brag about how much they read, and then you look at their book collection, and they all have like crosshairs on the cover. Yeah, I just finished Shark Wolf, Eye of the Falcon. Okay, literature buff, I see. Well, the other kind of book that's really popular right now is like these weird bullshit motivational books that are aimed at millennials with obscene titles. Have you seen these? It's like, how to be the fucking money bitch. Yeah, I'm sure it's full of sound financial advice. People say that they wish they were born in a different time period, like, oh, I should have been born in the 20s or the 50s or something. I think I'm more of a 1400s guy. That's, you know, questions had simple answers back then. I think I do well. What kind of music do you like? I like the kind that there is. The kind of music of our day. Everyone's on Facebook all day. I saw a Facebook status from a high school acquaintance the other day that said, how do you define success? That's how I know you're not doing well. It's like, hey, has anyone thought of a way that I might be doing all right? In the comments. You guys have been an awesome crowd. Keep it going.